There, guys. We are finally here. What hopefully you've all been waiting for, and especially what I've been waiting for, is to take a look at the Swamp Thing. Oh boy, that's a woof. I can't wait. It looks so cool. I just can't wait for you guys to see all the little details and everything that we're about to dive in. So stay tuned. All right, everybody. Let's finally take a look at the Swamp Thing. First impressions, just wow. He is rather impressive. I mean, he is huge, and just looking at all the little details that are all around him. I mean, the sculpt is, amazing. It's really amazing. They did a lot of good work on this thing, and we'll definitely be taking a look at all those little details. So yeah, let's take a closer look at him here. Right before we do that, just wanted to show you guys off the one accessory that comes with, other than the stand. This is just the regular stand that all the DC Multiverses come with, and it looks like this is just like a spike that you can add on to swap out for one of his hands, and yeah, it does have a lot of really cool detail. It would definitely look really cool. So yeah, that's just the one accessory it comes with there. Set that off to the side, and let's take a closer look here at Swamp Thing. Just kind of starting off looking at his head sculpt, which is mean and scary. I mean, just look at those eyes, and I really like how they have, you see like that, his like nose crevice. I love that they did something like that. It just gives him so much depth, and I think that's one thing that you can say about this guy, is that he's got depth. He's got, little crevices all around him. He's got things going on all around his body, and it just screams depth to me. It just looks so cool. His eyes are painted really well. I like the black detail with the red eyes. There's a little bit of a splash of black right there. I don't think that was intended, but it doesn't take too much away from it. His teeth, you can just kind of see, like, it looks like maybe his bottom teeth just kind of showing a little bit, but you can see that it does have, like that nice little depth to it, so it's not just like, they didn't just slap on some paint on there. It does have some nice sculpt to it. For his head, he's got really nice detail all around. Anyway, to the back here, I mean, it just screams Swamp Thing to me. It really does. It looks great. Even like looking at his neck here, all the vines, and almost looks like a tree trunk. I don't know. It's just so crazy. It looks so crazy to me. Little things like, for example, like in his back here, there's like little bulbs. I don't know if it's like little bulbs of like a tree or something, and then it's like the leaves kind of growing off his back here, and his like spine, you can just see like his spine back here. Oh, it just looks so cool. It's really, really sweet. This is essentially an unboxing as well. This is the first time I actually got him out of the box. I just picked him up yesterday alongside the other figures, so I really wanted to leave this guy for last because this is so cool. Taking a look at his chest here, and the camera is showing it off a little bit, maybe more bright green at times and a little bit lighter at times. So what I think it looks like, it's a very dark green without the light. So that's kind of what I would focus on it. This is what it looks like right now. That right there, the camera kind of changed. That is it looks a lot greener than what it does in person. But anyway, so here's like all these little vines that are coming down from his chest. Really nice. Up into like his crevice there. That's just where the joint is. But here at his like lower part, there's still a lot. This is all like a flexible piece. So same thing with like this top part right here. This is all like a flexible piece. Most of this stuff is is very flexible, so it does not get in the way with articulation, which is great. Here's his butt. thick swamp thing. And download to his trunk of legs. Wow. I mean, there's just so much detail all around. It's just, I don't know, it's just everywhere you look, there's detail, which I really enjoy about this figure. Is you can just stare at it for so long, and you can just find new things all around. Look at his hands. And these are pointy, so be careful if you pick this thing up. Careful not to grab him by his hands too hard, because it will be sticky. Or I mean, it'll stick you with them. So yeah, some more detail here. All this stuff just hanging off of him. I love that there's so much like hanging off of him. I feel like that's what I would think of like when I see a swamp, is like so much like green just kind of like all over the place, just with like so much stuff just all over. Like this just screams swamp to me, so I think they did a great job with that. Yeah, it's just so cool. Now looking at his articulation, so we got his head. You can look up that far, which is pretty good. Yeah, I doubt he'll be looking up at much. He'll probably be looking down at people, so that's how far he can look down, which is very decent. I think that's decent. He's got some good movement to the left and right. He's got a little bit of attitude. There we go. Looking at his arms, you gotta be careful when you're moving his arms, because these like little shoulder pieces just gotta come up, so just be careful with that so they don't catch on something. And he's got the good movement there, fairly good. He can move his arms forward that much. You can move them back. You can raise them up. He's got a single jointed elbow. And for his hand, he's got a little bit of swivel in there. And then he's got that bend at the wrist. For his torso, he can twist to the sides. He can crunch very little, either back or forward. It's fairly stiff and not much going on, but there is like a waist joint as well, so you do get some more motion in there. With the waist swivel, you just kind of have to use them both. So you can lean back a little bit. You can lean forward. You can twist at the waist, at the torso, like I mentioned. Looking at his leg, and he's actually very heavy. So sorry if I sound out of breath, but it's a lot of work moving this thing around. So let's see. He can kick forward a fair amount. I'd say that's a fair amount. He can kick back. He can move back that far. So not too bad. He's got, surprisingly, double jointed knees with like really good range on those. And it looks good. It looks pretty good to me. So that's pretty impressive as far as that goes. For his feet, he's got articulation at his foot right there. Can move forward. It can only move down. It really does not move back at all. Same with like this one. It very, very much does not move back. It really does move forward a little bit. Not a whole lot of movement there. You got toe articulation and I don't know. A pivot. I'm not seeing much of a pivot. It's very, very minor. You do get a pivot there, but it's not very well implemented, so I'd say it's not the best. But wow, I don't know. I love looking at this thing. It looks so sick, and I just cannot wait to have it on my shelf with the Bat family looking up at it in terror. It looks great. I think it has a really good presence, and kind of to compare, if you'd like, let me grab one of my figures from the Bat family and we'll take a look and compare the size. Alright, so here we have Swamp Thing next to our 6-inch Red Hood, 6-inch Batgirl, and our 6-inch Nightwing. Now, Nightwing, he's just doing his own thing there, but these two guys, for example, Batgirl, she's standing tall. She's just standing straight up and down. She is practically the size of one of his legs. So that gives you a good idea of how big this guy is. I mean, just look at the size difference between her and him. He's just towering over her, which I think is great. I think that's such a good scale of Swamp Thing. I don't believe he's this giant, but I mean, he is a giant. He is really big. He should be towering over them. He should be looking down on them, scaring the heck out of them. I mean, Red Hood's not scared of anything. Probably Batgirl isn't, and Nightwing, doubt it, but it's just that presence, and I think he does have that presence, and I think combined with everybody else that we've looked at, I think it makes a really good display overall. So I've really enjoyed taking a look at this guy with you guys, so I really hope that, you know, maybe you guys pick yourself up your own Swamp Thing. It will not disappoint. I think you guys will be very much pleased. He's got some great stuff going for him, and I think he's just going to look great wherever you guys put him. So it's been fun. If you guys want to see any more toy reviews, for the meantime, this is all I've got for new figures, but if you guys are interested, I am thinking of getting some more down the line. So just comment below if you want to keep seeing some more reviews, and I'll definitely start posting them out. I do have some older, not newer figures like these. These were essentially unboxings. So if you guys want to see some older figures that I already have that I haven't reviewed, but I have plenty of them, let me know, and I'll take a look at some of them and bring them out and show them to you guys. So let me know if you want to see some more reviews, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day.